So that was food, water, and heat. Okay. What else do you have to have to make sure you survive and thrive in an emergency situation? All these things I got at the Dollar Tree. The reason I got them at the Dollar Tree is because I wanted to show you that you didn't have to spend a lot of money to be able to um, do for yourself and get things that you can use to survive. And if you have a bag, then you can put the things in the bag and then just put it in your garage or just in your closet, and you have all these things in one place so that you can just grab and go. I know that for the most part, people may have heard of a 72 hour bag, a go bag, or a bug out bag. These things are ways to give you the 3 seconds of hope that I was talking about earlier. Um, if you have a bag already done, um, then you can just grab and go, and you're more able to survive if the bag is has enough things that you can use. I want to talk about why I'm so I want to get um, the people that I know, the people that I care about, um, prepared for emergencies. Um, in 2001, I was at the CIA um, on the day that 9/11 happened. I was in the meeting, and all of a sudden, we got word that things were going on um, in DC, um, in Pennsylvania, and in New York. Um, we were evacuated from work about 9:30, 9:45, so or so, um, and it took me um, from 10 o'clock until 6 o'clock in the evening to make it from McLean, Virginia, to Baltimore, Maryland. Oh, and by the way, um, all the cell phones were not working. So I didn't have communications. I didn't have a bag in my car in case something happened. And like I said, from 10 o'clock until 6 o'clock, so it was packed, um, bumper to bumper, all the way up from DC, from McLean, Virginia, all the way to Baltimore. Um, I had no idea. I wasn't prepared for that kind of situation. So I want to make sure that you guys are aware and are um, have at least a thought, at least one or two ideas if something were to happen, um, whether it be power outs or emergency situation like a terrorist attack or whatever, or whatever the situation is. I want you to be able to um, be calm and think about the things that you know that you can do for yourself um, to be able to protect yourself, um, which I'll get into soon, um, as well as give yourself some um, some comfort while you waiting on maybe the ambulance service or the police service or the um, fire service to start back up again, because we don't know we don't know how long those things will be down for. So I want to make sure that you're ready. I showed you this bag, but let's say that you're disabled and you can't carry a bag. Okay, have a rolling bag. It doesn't matter what you have. Just make sure that you can carry it, or maybe have it in your car, or maybe have more than one. Okay, you can have one. You can have a car bug out bag, because maybe if something happens and away from your home. So that's called a bug a get home bag. Okay, so maybe you have to get home and it's 30 or so miles from home. What can you do? You can have um, in your car some some things in the car you can have, or maybe some um, power bars or something to give you some energy until you get home. Maybe some water, a gallon of water in your car. That's those are good ideas to keep in the car, in case you're not in home when the power goes out. You're trying to get home. So think of what could you have in your car to to be able to get home. Or maybe a blanket. That's good, because that will keep you warm, especially if you get cold. Um, um, a jacket, whatever. But start thinking about these things, because these things will happen more than they won't. Um, so I want to get you prepared. Okay, so to finish up some things, again, the Dollar Tree, I was able to get wet wipes, because let's say your commode doesn't work. All right, so you have to wipe yourself or whatever. This you can have these wipes antibacterial, and you can have a bunch of wipes to help yourself. Maybe some acetaminophen, some hygiene products, some creams, whatever. This is more like hydrocortisone type cream. Um, you may have things things like paws, whatever, or sanitizer, whatever you have. Um, just throw them in the bag. If you don't think that you're gonna need it, um, but you might. It won't hurt to be prepared. Oh, one thing that I didn't say, um, masks, because let's say um, it's 9/11, and I'm sure you remember the smoke and the buildings that fell. Um, People were smoked out. So if you had a mask in your bag, then you would be able to breathe. Again, 3 minutes without air. Okay, so duct tape is very important for duct tape. I remember again 9/11, but they had those commercials like duct tape will save your life. If you have duct tape, you can duct tape everywhere to survive. Well, I don't know about all that, but I know duct tape It's very good to have. And again, I had dollar store. Now this isn't dollar store duct tape. This is gorilla tape, but I rolled it that way I can have this is probably about 20 feet of duct tape. Okay, almost done. Have a bar of soap in your bag. Saving some dental floss. They have a lot of ways to use dental floss. I can go over some of those some of the time, but have maybe some earplugs. Okay, now I found this at the dollar store. It's a knife. Hmm, I don't know how good of a knife this is, but again, um, if you don't have a knife and you found it at the dollar store, it's better than nothing. So again, this will help protect you, maybe. Um, Now I wouldn't recommend maybe getting a knife at the dollar store. Um, I have a SOG. Um, it's much better. Um,